Viewers, today we are going to discuss on this very hot topic. This is a raging debate now. How Kangana Ranaut's candidature has actually invited so many insults towards her, and the Congress is right now in hot soup. Supriya Shrinet, who is the head of the IT cell of the Congress party, she is the national spokesperson, and right after Mandi candidature was announced, Kangana Ranaut was the BJP candidate from Mandi in Himachal. There was a post by Supriya Shrinet on her Instagram account which had a very sexist, very demeaning, very disgusting caption that wrote, and in fact if you read it out in Hindi it's even more, it sounds even worse, and that somewhere had of course had many reactions coming in from the BJP. And Shravan, my colleague, senior editor, is with us right now. Shravan, this is the hot topic, and right ahead of the elections, this is something that has also given much ammo to the BJP against the Congress party.
Well, in fact, what we'll essentially do is take you through the entire journey of this very constituency, which was once considered to be the Congress bastion. And whether at all it is an advantage BJP with this brewing controversy, and the history of this constituency versus the development work that Kangana Ranaut has essentially spoken about. So what exactly has worked in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party as far as this constituency is concerned, Rakshita? Let me first tell you that why the Congress appears to be a little nervous at this point in time. At least 4 such seats within the state of Himachal Pradesh, where you have the big guns of the Bharatiya Janata Party being already fielded. These very constituencies where the Congress hasn't named anyone, including Mandi constituency, which happens to be, as I've mentioned, at some point in time considered to be a Congress bastion, given the fact that you've had the former Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, Veerbhadra Singh, representing this very constituency, and now it is represented by Pratibha Singh. But let's now look at the crux of this situation. What exactly is this controversy all about? Why exactly is Kangana Ranaut back in the news? The reason, essentially, as Rakshita was pointing out, was a obnoxious comment that has been made. Many would say that women leaders in this country still face sexist comments, crass comments. Similar situation happened in this case. In fact, Supriya Shrinet says that her account was hacked. Now, there are some key questions that have been raised. In fact, as a team, we've also reached out to Supriya Shrinet, and this is what she essentially had to say.
मेरे फेसबुक और इंस्टाग्राम अकाउंट का एक्सेस कई लोगों के पास है. उसमें से किसी एक व्यक्ति ने आज एक बेहद घृणित और आपत्तिजनक पोस्ट की. मुझे जैसे ही पता चला, मैंने सर्वप्रथम उस पोस्ट को डिलीट किया, क्योंकि जो कोई भी मुझे जानता है वो अच्छी तरह से जानता है कि मैं कभी भी किसी भी महिला के खिलाफ व्यक्तिगत भद्दी और भोंदी टिप्पणी कर ही नहीं सकती हूं. मैं इसकी घोर विरोधी हूं. फिर मैंने जानना चाहा कि आखिर ये कैसे हुआ. तब पता चला कि ट्विटर पर मेरा नाम का दुरुपयोग करके एक पैरोडी अकाउंट चलाया जा रहा है. सुप्रिया पैरोडी के नाम से वहीं पर ये ऑब्जेक्शनेबल पोस्ट हुआ और वहीं से किसी ने कॉपी पेस्ट करके मेरे फेसबुक और इंस्टा पे डाला. मैं ये पूरी तरह से जानने में जुटी हूं कि जिन लोगों के पास एक्सेस था उनमें से किसने ये घृणित काम किया.
If her account was hacked, who exactly hacked her account? Whether any action has been taken against the person who has hacked her account, and the fact that why did it take so much time for Supriya Shrinet to delete that very post?
That many retweets, that many questions. That reached like a wildfire, in fact, on social media. And she, being the head of the department, she should have actually, gone through and taken cognizance of what's happening.
Well, in fact, this is what Supriya Shrinet had to say. Number one, that she had already taken an action. The very fact that this post wasn't there for a very long time, it was deleted immediately, is the claim that has been made by Supriya Shrinet. Now, this has, as you pointed out, given ammunition to the Bharatiya Janata Party. So what has happened in the last 24 hours? In fact, as we speak, you have Kangana Ranaut in the national capital meeting JP Nadda. Several BJP leaders, starting with Union Minister Smriti Irani, to various others now coming in complete defense of Kangana Ranaut, once again saying that this is not the mindset of one single individual within the Congress party, but this is what the Congress party stands for, is what the BJP essentially says.
In fact, Shravan, you mentioned about Smriti Irani. She has also faced similar sexist slurs. Just as recent as we saw how BB Srinivas also had made a very derogatory comment against her, and there have been a lot of multiple controversial remarks, and everybody knows about the insults hurled at the Prime Minister. It still goes on every day. We have a new case of that, and it seems like that the Congress party, its last resort ahead of the elections is actually to insult, because and as we've seen the Prime Minister making his speech and making a statement that the more you insult me, the more people start loving me and they start supporting me. So Shravan, do we feel that something of this sort will play out here in Himachal Pradesh for Congress?
Well, I must admit that there is also the other side of the story. Kangana Ranaut herself faces a lot of criticism, and the criticism essentially being that in the past too, while she's considered to be a firebrand leader now, she's made some controversial remark about her own fellow colleagues from the industry itself. And that is the reason why Kangana perhaps finds herself slightly isolated within the industry itself, which many would say is as her take on nepotism to various other issues that she's picked it up. And I categorically remember the fight that she's actually had with the Uddhav government in the state of Maharashtra.
उद्धव ठाकरे, तुमने मुझे कल अपने भाषण में गाली दी, नमक हराम कहा। इससे पहले भी सोनिया सेना के कई लोगों ने मुझे गंदी गालियां दी है, धमकाया है, मेरा जबड़ा तोड़ना या ओपनली मुझे मार देना या हरामखोर कहना, इस तरह की कई अभद्र गालियां इससे पहले भी मुझे सोनिया सेना ने दी है। लेकिन आप नहीं देखेंगे कि जो भी नारी सशक्तिकरण के जो ठेकेदार हैं उन्होंने कुछ नहीं कहा। उसी भाषण में आपने जो हिमालयज है, हिमाचल है, जो कि मां पार्वती की जन्मभूमि है, उन्हें हिमाचल पुत्री कहा जाता है, लॉर्ड शिवा महादेव की कर्म भूमि है, आज भी कण कण में मां पार्वती और शिव यहां बसे हुए हैं, इसे देवभूमि कहा जाता है। इसके बारे में आपने इतनी ज्यादा तुच्छ बातें की हैं। एक चीफ मिनिस्टर होके आपने पूरी स्टेट को नीचे गिराया है, क्योंकि आप सिर्फ एक लड़की से नाराज है और वो लड़की आपके बेटे की उम्र की है। चीफ मिनिस्टर, आप मुझसे बहुत नाराज हुए थे जब मुझे धमकाने के बाद मुंबई में मैंने वहां की तुलना, क्योंकि वहां पे आजाद कश्मीर के नारे लगे थे और आपकी सोनिया सेना ने उसे डिफेंड किया था, इसलिए मैंने कहा था उसकी तुलना पीओके से की। तो बहुत ज्यादा संविधान के जो बचाने वाले हैं वो उछल के आए थे, लेकिन कल आपने उसी भाषण में भारतवर्ष की तुलना पाकिस्तान से की। अब वो संविधान वाले नहीं आएंगे क्योंकि उनके मुंह में कोई पैसा नहीं ठूस रहा है। मैं बात कहना चाहती हूँ कि जितने भी देशभक्त लोग हैं उनका एक रवैया मैंने देखा है कि आपकी कोई सहायता नहीं करता है। वो ये कहते हैं कि अगर आप देशभक्ति के बारे में बात करते हैं, देश के लिए कुछ करते हैं, तो आप कौन सा हम पे एहसान कर रहे हैं? आप खुद के लिए, अपने लिए ये कर रहे हैं, अपने देश के लिए ये कर रहे हैं। वो कहते हैं हमारे पास ना पैसे हैं, ना हमें ठूसने आते हैं, ना हम खुद ही लेते हैं। लेकिन देश विद्रोह के लिए आपके मुंह में पैसे ठूसे जाते हैं। तो ये जो संविधान को बचाने वाले हैं, कल एक वर्किंग चीफ मिनिस्टर ने एक लड़की को सरेआम गाली दी, वो कुछ नहीं कहेंगे। चीफ मिनिस्टर, व्हाट आई वांट टू टेल यू इज कि सत्ताएं आती जाती हैं, आप सिर्फ एक गवर्नमेंट सर्वेंट है और महाराष्ट्र के लोग आपसे रेजोनेट नहीं करते हैं, वो आपसे खुश नहीं है। सत्ताएं आती जाती है, लेकिन जो इंसान एक बार सम्मान खो देता है चीफ मिनिस्टर, वो उसे नहीं पा सकता है। जय हिंद।
She had taken on the chief minister, raising questions about the inaction on the part of the Mahavikas Aghadi during the Palghar Sadhu lynching matter, where she was vociferous about it, and thereafter also, as many would say, that as someone who wasn't really backed by any big director or any big personality within the industry, Kangana Ranaut has been a self-made woman, and that's the reason why many actually appreciate the kind of position that she has essentially taken. So clearly there is the other side to it with regards to the fact that is this the season where you have these comments essentially being made. This is a political season. One would expect, the heat of the moment, leaders making comments. But at the same time, it's an advantage BJP at this point in time, because even before the campaigning has actually begun in the state of Himachal Pradesh, it appears that there is an issue that the BJP is now going to take in the constituency of Mandi, where they are now preparing to go to the people of Mandi and tell them that this is the mindset of the Congress party.
But you talk about women and the respect for women or women empowerment. BJP, if you see, has been quite focused on women, right from the first term of the Prime Minister, various schemes, or as latest as the Nari Shakti Vandan bill. We've seen the kind of support, and it's been a poll plank now also for the BJP, and we've seen time and again. Last 2019 elections, we saw how Priyanka Gandhi had put forward this campaign of Ladki Hoon, Lad Sakti Hoon, and there were many other campaign against the BJP that Priyanka Gandhi was the forefront as the Mahila Shakti, and now you have the Shakti comment also that the Prime Minister has taken on Rahul Gandhi with. So there is the Congress party who is now again on the back foot. There is no word from the top brass, not even from Mallikarjun Kharge, forget the Gandhi Shravan. And in fact, I would like to mention one of the interviews of Aditi Singh, who's an MLA from BJP from Raebareli, and she had mentioned there, at least she alleged that it was Priyanka Gandhi Vadra who had actually sort of instigated her ex-husband, now ex-husband, to talk bad about her, to assassinate her character in public, and on that condition he will be getting a ticket.
What happened towards the end during ticket distribution? मेरी ticket हो गई थी. I was preparing. Priyanka Gandhi says to my ex-husband, you talk smack about her. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to use like cursed language. So you say all these nasty things about her. Charitra par, ठीक है ना? About how she is and this and that, and I'll give you a ticket.
So this is what's happening in the political discourse, and now the Congress party is completely geared out on many questions when it comes to women, the respect to women, and what do they really offer, and what is their stand on these issues.
Well, in fact, I would say that when it comes to the state of Himachal Pradesh itself, the Congress will have to come up with a stronger response, because right now they aren't in a position or to even defend the statement that has been made, but more importantly, not naming the candidates from these very constituency only goes on to indicate the current situation of the Congress party in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Just to put this into perspective, over the last month itself, we have seen the kind of factionalism that the party faces. And today on this issue of Kangana Ranawat, there is a different position that the Congress party has taken within the state. Listen in to what Pratibha Singh, who heads the Himachal Congress, this is what she had to say when she was asked about Kangana Ranawat.
वो तो भाजपा का फैसला था कि उनको चुनाव में उन्होंने उतारना था, तो हमें खुशी है कि उनको भी मौका मिला है. हालांकि वो सेलिब्रिटी है, बट एकदम से राजनीति में आकर कैसी भूमिका निभाती है वो देखने वाली बात है. देखिए, जनता जानती है, जनता आज प्रबुद्ध जनता है, पढ़ी लिखी जनता है, सब जानते हैं. उसका कितना प्रभाव पड़ेगा या नहीं पड़ेगा वो लोगों ने उसका निर्णय करना है. पर ठीक है, उन्होंने भाजपा का दामन थामा है, तो हम क्या कह सकते हैं. उसके लिए तो हमारी शुभकामनाएं दे सकती हूँ, और क्या बोल सकती हूँ मैं ऐसे मौके पर उनको.
And not just Pratibha Singh, in fact the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh himself hailed Kangana Ranawat's contributions, and not just that, says that she's after all the daughter of Himachal Pradesh.
हिमाचल की बेटी है. हिमाचल में उनके माता पिता रहते हैं. उनके पिताजी जिला मंडी में उन्हें हमने कांग्रेस कमेटी का जनरल सेक्रेटरी बनाया था, तो हिमाचल की बेटी है.
Clearly, there are two different opinions really coming in. One from the national capital, especially the likes of Supriya Shrinet. On the other hand, you have the Himachal Pradesh Congress leaders reacting in a different manner. This at a time when the Congress party certainly has an uphill task to keep the flock together and also have perhaps a stronger candidate pitted against Kangana Ranawat. It's a battle one would certainly be looking forward to.